You asleep?
She's a mother of 4 with a newborn 8, 9, and 10-year-old.
Yeah, you did good. It says good job.
Like any mom, she's doing the best she can for her kids, only Vanessa Pear has nowhere to call home.
On the street with 4 kids, it's hard for us.
For now, the Raleigh Rescue Mission is her saving grace, and like hundreds of others, Vanessa waits.
I've been waiting on the Housing Authority list for 3 years.
If you look at our waiting lists, we have thousands of people on them.
And the waiting list is growing every month. The average wait time to get into public housing in Wake County, 2 to 4 years with no guarantees.
There's never enough supply to meet all the demand.
Allison Hapgood helps run the Raleigh Housing Authority.
Our goal is to provide the best possible housing for people of low means.
So what's considered low means? The federal government sets income limits for who can qualify based on the number of people in the house.
The wait list for me is like, oh, when am I going to ever get my name picked?
Housing authorities across the state tell us one reason for the long wait is the lack of turnover. So WNCN Investigates did some digging through public records to take a look at how much are people in public housing making. Names and addresses are not public record, but incomes are. As you can imagine, the majority of people are struggling to get by. But we were shocked when we found some people making more than you might think. $50,000, $60,000, even $70,000 a year. This family of 4 in Raleigh making more than $80,000. And this family of 2 in Chapel Hill bringing in almost $90,000. Do you think people with that much income should be in public housing?
No.
If you're making that kind of money, you can afford to go pay $500, $600, just like me and my husband. I'm sorry. That's bullcrap.
Yeah, that's unethical.
Now, the higher your salary, the higher your rent, but included in that is going to be your housing, water and sewer, and a discount on utilities. And Hapgood says those could all be very good reasons to want to stick around. Now, if they're above the income limits, how do they qualify?
You have to be below the income limits when you move in. And if your income goes up while you're in occupancy, it doesn't cause you to be ineligible.
They wouldn't be kicked out if they started making more than they were.
No, they wouldn't.
It's the same answer we heard from several housing authorities, but that's not what we found out. We double-checked with the folks running the program in D.C. They declined an interview but told us by email the housing authorities are mistaken. They do have the right to evict tenants who are over income. So why aren't they? We went right back to the housing authorities. HUD told us they could be evicted.
That is news for me. I would need a regulation citation for that.
The problem is there's no written policy that tells housing authorities exactly what to do with over-income tenants. But HUD says if they're over-income, they're ineligible.
Well, they're HUD doing their usual job, getting information out very poorly. I've never heard that, and I've been doing this 27 years.
So what's the next steps then?
I'm going to absolutely go research it.
And how about that family of 2 making more than $88,000? We came to the Housing Authority here in Chapel Hill to talk about this issue, but when they found out what our questions were, they refused to go on camera. But the director did tell me she was unaware of this issue.
This was a whole bottle.
Their incomes, Vanessa says she can only dream of making.
I want a big old kitchen because I like to cook. So I could have my family come over there. I like to cook.
And while the number of people in public housing with these high incomes are few, Vanessa says moving them out would open up that many more spaces that could get families like hers off the streets and into a home.
I'm being patient. You know, God said always be patient. I'm trying to be patient with Housing Authority, so I'll just be here until I can get back on my feet.